Get to Bauchi State, where our correspondent Nelson Ettah is standing by. Nelson, I know you're in Bauchi State, and we've been getting reports from, our correspondent all across several countries, several states rather in the country, talking about different kind of voter turnout or different levels of voter turnout. In some areas it has been high, in some areas it has been low. So talk to us about where you are and the voter turnout.
Okay, thank you very much, Precious. Right now, I am at Daniel Ward Voting Center, where it has about twin wards or polling units 002 and 0026. The turnout generally in Bauchi has been quite good in comparison to February 25th general elections here. Where there was a lot of insecurity reports and voter apathy from voters. But this time around, voters are telling us that they are happy with the process. The beavers machines have been responding very well. People come into the voting polling points and they vote on time without spending any time. INEC officials came out also early enough as compared to the 25th elections when they came out quite late. We visited quite a number of polling units within Bauchi metropolis and beyond, and the story is the same. INEC came on time, voters came and voted on time, and there's been a lot of applause by voters to the process by INEC. Although we must also report that in some polling units there have been reports of vote buying, by politicians trying to induce voters with some food item like Indomie, spaghetti and macaroni and the likes. And so these are some of the issues that has marked the elections. But in a general sense, it's been peaceful largely, and voters have come out in larger numbers than what transpired in the last elections.
Nelson, also speak to us about the demographics and gender in terms of turnout. What are you seeing?
It is much better than the last elections, although at each polling unit as we go around, we kind of find more women, than men in each of the polling units. But also something very striking is that there are more youths in all of the polling units we've gone to. There are more youths than the elderly ones, which shows that young people in Bauchi State are keen to voting in the elections. And that was also the sense we had during the presidential elections as well. So in terms of age demography, I'd say we have more youths participating in the elections, and then we have more women than the men. When it has to do with the communities of disability persons or disabled persons, I must say we haven't found anyone yet in any of the polling units we've gone around to cover. And so I don't know if that is deliberate or there's anything more to that. But in the general sense, it's a youthful atmosphere where, voters have come out to cast their ballots.
All right. Also talk to us about security. What is the security situation like there? And then how, just the conduct of security agents?
I must be very frank with you, Precious. The security situation in Bauchi has been a mixed feeling of fear and boldness, in the sense that there is a lot of news of political thuggery in some parts of Bauchi State, and actually even within the metropolis here. But the people are determined, they're resolute that they must vote, irrespective of any kind of insecurity or security challenge they must face or they have faced over time. So generally we would say that it's been peaceful, although, like I said, there's been a lot of skirmishes of insecurity in some parts of Bauchi State from the reports we have heard. But the police are on top of the game. In fact, the IG had to deploy another CP to come back up the current CP here in Bauchi, just to beef up the security here in the state. Because again, remember, Bauchi State has been flagged off as one of the red states in these elections, and so there was need to increase the security backup, which the police have done. In all of the polling units as we've gone around, there's been an increased presence of policemen in all the polling units, unusual than the last election. In fact, even the military as well. At one of the major polling units we were in at Barakado, I think that's what it's called, there were a lot of military presence there. And so generally, the uniformed men have the security system in control. But that is without to say that there's been a little bit of skirmishes of insecurity here and there. That is also because Bauchi State was under the radar as one of the states where there would be a lot of insecurity. However, that has been greatly matched up with real uniform on ground.
All right, thank you so much, Nelson, for bringing us that update. Our correspondent, Nelson Ettah, live for us in Bauchi State.